Hey, Arnav here once again from GoldenLion. In this video, I will walk you through how you can run your real estate agency business from the homepage of the CRM application itself. This will save tons of your time and frustration and help you be productive like never before. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. When you log into this application, this is your home page. As I mentioned, that you can access this application anytime, anywhere, and from any device. This is the web app. You just need a browser to get started. No installation required in your PC or Mac. You can also download your mobile app for Android or iOS. Now, in the home page, you might want to display the most important matrices that you need to monitor to run your business, like all open tasks. These tasks could be owned by your team members or by yourself, or properties by their status, like how many properties are available, how many properties where contract has been out, how many properties where the contract has been signed, or how many properties which are under offer. You might also want to see the deals by the property category, like how many residential properties or how many commercial properties where you have got active deals. Now you can also see the segregation in terms of, like, within residential, how many residential lands, how many residential apartments, how many independent house or villa, or how many farmhouses, so on and so forth. You might also want to track the deals by the stage. For example, how much worth of business that you have where deals are in the interested stage, or you have sent out the recommendation, or the site visit has been done, or the property has been selected, or deals which are under the offer stage, or the contract has been out, or contract has been signed. Deals by the requirement type, like for example, how many buyers are looking for buying a property vis-a-vis taking a property on rent. You might also want to track deals by the different sales executives that you have. So how many deals have been followed up by Arnav, or how many deals have been owned by Captain Haddock. You might also want to track the deals by the different inquiry sources, like how many inquiries are coming, let's say from the website, or maybe from SMS, or maybe inbound email or call, or social media, or other brokerage agencies. And if you want, you can add any additional components as well that might help you track your business. All the modules are nicely laid out here in an uncluttered, intuitive UI, like the developer projects, the properties that you're dealing with, the campaigns. It could be the email campaign or social media campaigns, the leads, companies, the contacts. It could be either buyers or the sellers or the tenants or the landlords, the deals that you're pursuing, the different activities that either yourself or your team members are doing, the recommendations that you're sending out to your different prospective buyers, the property feedback, the invoices for the commission, the attorney firms that you're dealing with, the testimonials that you've received from your customers, the reports, dashboards, the library of all your documents over here, the social media channels where you are engaging with your existing or prospective buyers, the Google AdWords results out here, and the visits. That means that how many people are visiting your website and how much time they are spending on your website. If I get inside any module, like for example, if I get inside the properties module out here, I can see the list view here. Now I can create multiple views depending upon my use case. Like for example, in this case, I've created two very specific lists out here, like what are the properties that is being added today, and Kolkata East properties, that means all properties that are residing in Kolkata East. Now, some other user in my company can also create a view in a similar fashion, and they can share with me. I can also filter these records based on multiple criteria that has been listed out here. For example, I want to filter the properties where the listing type is sell, and also the property status, for example, is available. Now the moment I hit apply filter, this entire list would be filtered based on these two criteria. Now if I want, I can also save this entire list by hitting the save filter out here. In this list view, I can also add or remove any columns that I want by clicking here. So you can just check or uncheck any of these fields, and based on that, the columns will be changed in this list view. You also have the option for import out here. So the moment you hit import, you can either import records in this module, or you can import the nodes related to a specific record or set of records. Now, in terms of importing of records, there are multiple file formats are supported out here. Like for example, it is .xls or .xlsx, .vcf, .csv, and in one batch you can import up to 30,000 records. When you get inside any specific record, you'll be able to see the details of that record and all the related entities for that record. Like for example, inside this property record now, and I can see the details of that property. Not only that, I can see the related nodes, the attachments, all the open activities, that means the tasks, the events or the calls, the closed activities, the deals which are associated with this specific property, the property feedback, and all the cases. You can search any record from the top right search bar here. So let me enter Graham out here. So the moment I press Graham, I can see that there's a contact for Graham, there's a related deal, and there are 2 tasks for Graham out here. The application comes with built-in gamification. That means you can truly run healthy competition amongst your team members, and you can incentivize team members based on their performance. Like for example, you can incentivize people who have taken the maximum number of nodes, or they have generated the maximum number of invoices, or they have converted the maximum number of leads into deals, so on and so forth. So this could be a great way to motivate team members and to take your organization to the next level of growth. All your mentions would be popping up here. So these mentions could be via the different sales channels, or could be from your internal feeds. Now the different sales channels could be as follows. So it could be notifications whenever you get an email from a lead or a contact, or somebody has opened your email or clicked on the email, or the email has bounced, or there's a missed call, or somebody has attended your survey, they have responded to that. In case of a campaign, like for example, if you have executed an email campaign, if somebody has opened the campaign or clicked on the campaign, or the campaign has bounced, you could get a notification. If somebody has visited your website and there's a missed chat, you could also get a notification in that case as well. Or for all your interactions in the social media, you could get a notification for that as well. You can add a record to any module from here. You can also look at your calendar from here. Now you can see the calendar in a daily time bucket form factor, or maybe in a weekly bucket, or maybe in the form factor of a monthly bucket. The moment you get inside the monthly calendar, you can see that, for example, there's a site visit which is scheduled at 9 o'clock tomorrow, and I can see the details of the site visit, like for which contact the site visit is getting organized, what's the duration, where is the venue. I can see all of that. And in fact, I can look at not only my own calendar, if I want, I can look at the calendar of all my team members as well. Any email that you receive from your lead or contact, you'll be notified over here. And the last item is the setup part of it. The moment you hit that, it will take you to the setup where you can do all the application specific setup. Like for example, if you want to change anything in the different modules, you want to create a new template, it could be email template or maybe your recommendation template, all the different workflow rules. By the way, Real Estate Agency CRM comes with tons of workflow rules out of the box, but on top of that, if you want to create something, you also have the option to create that. The different web forms that you might want to create, which you want to embed on your website if required, you can create that as well. Okay, so this section is dedicated for the administrators who would be setting it up for the users. From your homepage, you can also track that who all are visiting your website or the different landing pages that you have. Now I can see that there's a visitor on my website, and he has been there on my website for more than 1.5 hours. If I want, I can also initiate a chat with him by hitting the chat icon over here. This application also comes with a Zia. Zia is AI-powered sales assistant, and it can spot the user behavior and trends and helps you with recommendations. Next to this, you also have the activity reminders. So any activity where there's a reminder, like for example there's a task which is coming up or event where you've set up the notification for reminder, you would get the reminder over here. And the last item is all the recent items that you have accessed would be available out here. If you love what you see in this video and wish to take a no obligation test drive of the application, please send us an email at zoho@GoldenLionconsulting.com with the subject line Test Drive Real Estate Agency CRM. Let me repeat the email. It is zoho, ZOHO @GoldenLionconsulting.com. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.